The Chernobyl nuclear disaster was one of the most catastrophic accidents in the history of nuclear power. It occurred on April 26, 1986, at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant near the town of Pripyat, in present-day Ukraine, then part of the Soviet Union. Events leading up to the disaster. The disaster happened during a late-night safety test on reactor number 4, which was part of the RBMK reactor design. The test aimed to simulate a power outage to ensure the reactor could operate safely under such conditions. However, a combination of flawed reactor design, inadequate safety measures, and operator errors led to a dangerous and unstable state in the reactor. During the test, engineers turned off several safety systems and allowed the reactor to operate at low power, which created highly unstable conditions. A sudden power surge caused an uncontrollable chain reaction, leading to a massive explosion. The explosion occurred at 1:23 a.m., blowing the 1,000-ton reactor lid off the top of reactor No. 4. This released large amounts of radioactive material into the atmosphere, including iodine-131, cesium-137, and strontium-90. The fire that followed lasted for over a week, spreading radioactive smoke over much of Europe. Immediate response. The Soviet government initially tried to cover up the disaster. Firefighters and plant workers were sent to extinguish the fire and contain the damage, but many were exposed to lethal doses of radiation. Pripyat's residents were not evacuated until 36 hours later, exposing them to dangerous radiation levels. It wasn't until radiation detectors in Sweden picked up unusually high levels of radiation that the world learned of the incident. The Soviet Union officially acknowledged the disaster on April 28, 1986. Environmental and health consequences. The disaster released radiation levels estimated to be 400 times higher than the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima. Immediate fatalities were relatively low, around 30 plant workers and emergency responders died within weeks, but long-term health effects have been devastating. Thousands of cases of cancer, particularly thyroid cancer, have been linked to the disaster. The surrounding area became uninhabitable, and a 30-kilometer exclusion zone remains in place to this day. The cleanup. The Soviet Union mobilized hundreds of thousands of workers, known as liquidators, to clean up the site. In 1986, a sarcophagus was hastily built to encase reactor number 4 and contain further radiation leaks. In 2016, this was replaced by the new safe confinement, a massive steel structure designed to last at least 100 years. Legacy. The Chernobyl disaster highlighted the dangers of nuclear power when safety protocols are inadequate. It led to significant changes in nuclear safety standards worldwide and contributed to the decline of public trust in nuclear energy. The event remains a stark reminder of the devastating potential of human error and technological failure in high-risk industries.